is that a reagent? Yes, it is! Another Berath's Bell.
Certainly.
Excellent. That can go into our infinite stash where nothing goes bad ever. I think we still have some food in there that's been with us since the beginning of the adventure. Still as perfect as the moment we grabbed it. Inventories are strange in these games, aren't they? They're really strange. Hey folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. And we left off, we finished exploring around Durgan's battery, finding the entrance and placing that anvil tile that was pried from the door back where it's meant to be. There were some dwarven spirits by the door, but they didn't reveal the password we need to get in. Going to have to awaken one of the people in Starwater Village and figure out the code phrase from them. Or rather, from the other soul within their body. Hopefully we can do this in a way that's not permanent. Hopefully. We also found the artifacts that person in the tavern, Feyre, wanted us to retrieve. They were in a box that I didn't check, by the caravans where the Largenfar were. But it wasn't artifacts that she was shipping, it was Sveth. We told her that we weren't going to help her deal in Sveth, and so she's forced to stay here in Starwater Village. It's not the ending she wanted, but it's the ending she's going to get. There's also something else that we need to do.
Yes?
But that's going to involve waiting until night. And unfortunately, it is dawn. We've been tasked by Galvino to go over here to the fishery and reveal the illicit things that the head fisherman is doing. We have to wait until night for that. If we try it in the day, it'll go horribly wrong. There they are, considering this burnt-out husk of a building. My first instinct in finding someone who is linked to Durgan's battery in some way is actually Taena. Because she, if I recall, was the overseer of the mines. Perhaps the soul that resides within her is the reason why she took up mining. Maybe. If I'm wrong, I'll just keep using the device around all the other villagers, but we'll start here.
Yes?
So, I need you to use 100 per encounter. That's a lot of uses. Now, we've used that.
I'm here.
Yes?
Did that do anything? Do
I'm
I have
here.
to be really close
Aye?
for this to work?
Yes?
Got to speak up? My hearing ain't what it was.
Ah, we can read her soul. You feel her essence humming and buzzing. Another personality and set of memories lies dormant within her soul, convulsing as if in fitful sleep. The contours of that dormant soul are sharp, ragged. As you reach out for it, it seizes you violently. Uh-oh. You're standing in a darkened feast hall. Sturdy tables and benches have been stacked against the door in the far end of the room. You know it won't be enough. A few dozen other dwarves from your tunneling team wait with you, shovels and pickaxes in their shaking hands.
Zenove, please. If we go now, we can get behind the barricade. We won't do any good here.
He's right, and you hear agreement in the quiet murmur of the others. But Arms Warden Maroon ordered you to hold your ground here. Yet in those rising whispers, you hear the opening bars of mutiny. You've never tolerated insubordination from your crew, and you aren't about to start. So you heft your pickaxe and swing it into the man's skull. He collapses, and the others fall silent. The acrid odor of urine rises from his body.
We're gonna go down fighting. Anyone who feels differently can settle it with me right now.
Your voice is hoarse from hours of shouting orders, but no one else moves. They cast their eyes down in the flickering torchlight. Something thuds against the door. The others raise their weapons, picks, shovels, and a few swords, but they don't dare flinch. Your own pulse pounds at your temples. You pull back from Taena's soul. You feel Zenovi's wrath and ferocity tugging at you still. Her essence thrashes, lashing out at an unseen enemy. Zenovi is powerful, but dangerous too. Her fury has anchored her to old and threatening memories. You consider that there may be others you could awaken. Taena, however, seems unaware of any of this, and she blinks back at you with cloudy, placid eyes. So I found you. Where else have I seen at the edges of all known things added? The quest expires in one day. The famous and wealthy Rotai scholar, Amaya, has been compiling a massive codex of Iora's varied legends over her long life, pulling from Wamara sources as well as from Adir, Old Valia, the Ixmital Plains, and Nasitak. The work is truly gargantuan, spanning thousands of pages. While she has had scribes busy for the last 2 decades copying her current body of work, a few folks have remained out of her reach. She has attempted to contact the Elder Glamfellan of the White That Wends, arrange a special meeting with the Adir in Sikthru, and sit among the most revered row of Airgland Fath. In all attempts, she has been unsuccessful due to various threats that stand in her way. These last subjects will be the final chapters of her life's work, and she is seeking experienced adventurers to assist her. Well, let us send you. There we go. Cassandra has been assigned. We are not going to be missing out on that, that's for sure.
I'm here.
So, if you have a memory, I feel like there's somebody else that we could also check. If the game is going to presume that you're going to check dwarves...
Next time we get the chance, I'm buying you a pint. That means a lot, Adair. Oh, do you want one too? Sorry, I meant for Isselmere. I'll get you one too.
Oh dear. If memory serves, there was a named dwarf in the tavern. I think they were over here, in one of the rooms.
I'm here.
Yes. There's you. Now let's use the
Yes?
device and see if... There we go.
I'm here.
See if there's a soul residing
Something
in you.
I can do for you? Halfrick's got me straightening the rooms, but I'll help you if I can.
Let us read her soul. You feel for Owynna's essence and almost instantly feel yourself wrapped in darkness. It takes you a moment to realize that you've plunged into a very old memory. But as your eyes adjust to the torchlight, you find yourself standing in a gloomy tunnel that you instinctively recognize as part of Durgan's battery. A handful of figures in patchy cloaks and hoods, dwarves like you, hunch over a minecart. They're loading it with cloth-wrapped bundles from which you see the occasional flash of metal, the edge of a blade, or the burnished glow of plate. The other dwarfs scurry with a curious mixture of haste and caution. They stack the bundles in a din of muted clangs and thumps, following the echoes of their ruckus down the tunnel with nervous eyes.
Pay attention. Sooner we get this done, sooner we can go.
Your voice is a dry whisper, and your nerves tingle with energy. You feel the same apprehension that the others do, but unlike them, you relish it. Still, you look over your shoulder, just in case.
We're hurrying, Captain Gregor. Honest.
When you turn back, the others have redoubled their efforts, and you feel a pleasurable twist in your gut as they fill the cart. Being captain of the guard doesn't pay much, but it does allow you to visit the armory without raising eyebrows. And with Coinmaster Zoltan selling off half of the battery's arsenal, who's going to notice a few more missing pieces? Besides, you've got a buyer lined up. As long as you can move these goods out of the battery before someone squeals. You pull back from the memory to find Owynna staring at you.
Ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am? You all right?
Her head is cocked, and her brow is furrowed. Farewell. So I have
Aye?
these 2 choices. And now I'm
I'm
going to see
here.
what happens if I use the device
Aye?
here. I use it here.
I'm here.
Nothing happens.
here.
Okay, so it has to be an NPC with a greenish glow. So far I have 2 choices. I have the choice of the incredibly violent and impassioned and angry soul within the overseer of the mines, former overseer that is, or the captain of the guard whose soul resides in the person sweeping that room. I feel like the soul we just encountered in Gref's Rest is one that I could probably talk to better, but is a lot more with it, as it were. More sure of itself. More stable. I think if I awaken that soul, I won't be able to, I don't know, quieten it down afterwards? I don't even know if I can do that. Whereas this soul is far more angry and raw, but maybe less sturdy?
I'm here.
It's very strange to talk about souls like that. It's very strange to talk about souls like that. So, let me save, and let's go talk to you,
Yes?
and hope that the skills I have are sufficient. We currently have Perception 16, Resolve 16, Might 19, Con of 8. We don't have much con.
Got to speak up? My hearing ain't what it was.
Awaken, Zenovi, and remember your battle in the feast hall. A tremor passes through Taena's face, and then her rumpled skin goes slack. After a racking cough, she blinks like someone slowly coming to consciousness.
That name. It carries memories of death, war, fury, the taste of blood. What do you want with it?
Her eyes have grown unusually clear. If she attacks and I have to punch out an old lady, I don't want to hear about it from anybody. There was nothing I could do. Probably need to be closer for that, Adir. I need to enter Durgan's battery.
What trickery is this, stranger? You think a Pargrin would so easily betray her own people?
Her hands clench and unclench around an imaginary weapon. Zenovi's essence stirs with the same battle-ready fervor you sensed in her memory from Durgan's battery. She is dangerous. Beneath Zenovi, Taena's overwhelmed consciousness struggles. I could say this. I could lie, but I don't like lying if I can avoid it. I could say that's not going to get anywhere. I can use Perception 15. You never betrayed Durgan's battery. Your loyalty is plain to see.
You speak like one who knows me.
She blinks. Her fury abates, and confusion seeps into its place. You test its contours for purchase.
Then you're not one of Zoltan's visiting merchants, or Exandru's foreign zealots. You're one of us.
Even as Zenovi speaks through the old woman, you feel Taena's consciousness recover and steady itself. Excellent! Hopefully we can push Zenovi back down after we get what we want here. I know the door with a relief depicting an anvil and a crenellated wall. Sound familiar? Her eyes fly wide and she recites something in chanting rhythm. This is what we want.
Hammers of Durgan, ring loud. May the anvil's deep music resound. Walls of the batteries, safeguard our works from marauder and wilder alike. Abidun's faithful travail by the forge and the fires that brighten the ore.
Hold on, could you say that again? I need to write that down. I don't think now's the time, Kana. No, this is really important. She takes a deep breath and her eyelids droop. Inside the old woman's body, the personalities and memories of Zenovi and Taena vie for dominance. Taena is beginning to surface, but Zenovi is stronger still, her rage and panic temporarily diminished. You perceive both pieces of the soul as something fluid and malleable, if only for a moment. We need to push Zenovi's essence down, allowing Taena to re-emerge. We did this without Taena's permission, so we need to restore Taena. She lets out a great sigh, expelling the rage and trauma of her past life like so much vapor. When she looks back at you, her eyes are bright with new energy.
Did I nod off? My, but I had the strangest dream.
She shakes her head and dusts her hands on her trousers.
So much work to be done. Pardon me, but I'd better check on those miners. At the rate they're going, it'll be another year before they clear that blazing shaft.
Thank you. What for? Nothing, it's fine.
I'd be glad to.
There we go. We got experience for that. We can now open Durgan's battery if we want to. How much experience do ours going up? We could try and deal with that bounty now.
Yes?
We could try. Do I want to? That is a question. Are we any stronger than we were last time? Not sure. Not sure.
Absolutely.
In terms of quests, we have Durgan's Battery, the Hermit of Hadrat House, and a bunch of random quests. Journey to the Abbey of the Fallen Moon, travel to this place, return to court. I'm not doing that one anytime soon. And the Long Hunt, the Master Below. Yeah, we only really have this quest and these bounties that I can reasonably do. And it's
Yes?
not yet time for me to do that quest because it is hour 9. We could rest a bit in the tavern. Or I could just wait. I could just wait. We could also use our camping supplies. Don't have a resting bonus at the tavern anymore, so I suppose we could rest in here and gain something. They don't last very long at the White March, but anything's better than nothing. This is a resting. Oh, no, wait, won't this overwrite the bonus we've already... Yeah, it'll overwrite the bonus we already have, won't it? It will. I don't want to do that. I could just travel... Ooh, I could travel around a bit. That would do a trick. Just pop over to the Russet Wood and then back.
I'm here.
It'd be a strange way to make time go by, but if it works... If it works. So, let's go over here. It will take 8 hours. Okay. So 8 hours, and then another 8 hours, and it'll be 16 hours, and it'll be the middle of the night. That'll do it. Hireling payday! So it is now, yeah, hour 17. So if we do 8 hours here, it'll then be the middle of the night, and that'll be perfect for us to search the fishery and get the evidence we need for Galvino. With Sagani's help, Azura was able to secure his trade routes and has convinced local merchants and suppliers to offer up their stock. Fantastic! Good to hear. And when we come back, folks, we now have the words we need to get into Durgan's battery. All we need to do now is check out the fishery and then see what the devil wanted us to do. We could do that at the tavern. We can sort out our party there. We could not have Grieving Mother in our team for a little bit. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
I'm here.
That'll be for next time, folks. We should also probably go back to normal speed. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. If you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. Don't want to save at super speed. I probably forget it was on.